It is getting very close to application deadlines, with only a few schools still with their applications open. So this means that audition season is in full swing. So you should be getting requests for self-tape submissions, you should be getting invitations to first rounds or even recall rounds at this stage. And it is an exciting time. You've put loads and loads of work in, you fine-tuned your personal statement, you've got your references, you've found your speeches, you've prepared your speeches, you are ready to go. It is time to actually do the thing, to actually do the actings. But wait, have you stopped to consider what the audition panel are actually looking for? And I'll give you a hint. It is not just your talent. Now, most drama schools will see up to 1,000 applicants for just a handful of spaces on their courses on a yearly basis, which means the competition is fierce. And you are pitted against some of the most talented and most well-prepared actors of that season to get a place at drama school. So there's got to be something that the audition panel is actively searching for with each and every one of those auditions. And that is something that will help determine whether they do or do not give you a place or not. Well, I happen to be an audition panelist myself. I've been sitting on audition panels for drama school auditions for years now, so I have a really good idea about what audition panels, myself included, what we're actually actively looking for with each applicant. What are the things that make us sit up in our seats and go, wow, we need to have them? And these are the things that we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Potential over perfection. If you were already perfect, then there is no point in you going to drama school. You should be off, out in the industry, working with the top dogs, getting all of the roles, getting all of the awards, and buying a super yacht. The actors that actually grab the audition panel's attention are the ones that are well aware that they are not the full package, but that they have the ability to learn, to improve, to grow, that they have potential. They have talent, sure, but it is the work ethic that is put across. It is that wanting to know how to get better, the curiosity to strive to improve. That is the thing that is in the forefront of their mind when they're auditioning. They also know that there is no such thing as perfect. You are never going to have a perfect audition. You are never going to have a perfect film, a perfect theatre play. It's just not going to happen. Creative choices. The panel will see so many actors across the entirety of audition season, and a lot of those actors will be using the same material. They will be using the same speeches from the same plays, the same playwrights, again and again and again. And if the people auditioning aren't actually making any creative choices, then it makes for a very dull, very boring experience. Because panelists love it when you come in with fresh perspective, a fresh slant, and ideas with the piece that you're actually exploring. You've gone away and truly thought about the meaning behind the text, and you've made creative choices in alignment with that. Because believe me, panelists will never recall you if you just sit on the fence and make incredibly safe, bland, boring choices with your work. The ability to adapt. Now look, if you can only do your speech in one way, then that is a big red flag. And I'm not saying that the way that you're doing it is wrong or bad by any stretch, but if you can only do it one way, then that is going to make you very, very limited and really restrict you within your creative practice. The audition panel will likely give you some notes or some redirection within your drama school audition, and if you can't take those on, if you just kind of nod and say yeah, and then just carry on doing what you've been doing already, then one, it's a wasted exercise, and two, it just demonstrates that you cannot do anything in any other way than the one way that you've prepared it. Actors need to be flexible. They need to be open to new ways of working, of seeing the same script in a ton of different ways, and to have the capacity and the skills to actually execute those different choices. So don't just stick to one way of doing it. A want to explore and play. Actors are like children. If you think about it, what we do for a living is we dress up and we play make-believe. That's what we do for money, and it's fucking amazing. But what isn't fucking amazing is an actor that takes themselves way too seriously, that they refuse to do any play, they refuse to explore for fear of making themselves seem a little less serious and a little less kind of like, oh, look at my darkness and look how serious I'm being, and oh, they're just not prepared to be vulnerable or to potentially make a fool of themselves. The same goes for the actor who is too timid and too scared to try anything that is any bigger or braver or bolder than what they're doing already for fear of embarrassing themselves. That, in my mind, has no place in an audition room, on stage, on a film set, in a rehearsal room. It's not what actors are meant to be doing. And the panels will see this a mile away. And they will sadly come to the conclusion that you were simply not ready at that stage for training. Because a huge part of being an actor, both an actor in training and acting professionally, is exploration and being in touch with that sense of play. An awareness of the school. Do you want to know the easiest way to turn an audition panel off? Have no idea who they are, no idea what they do, and no idea what they teach. And it boggles my mind, because why would you apply to a drama school that you have no idea about? Why would you be willing to sacrifice 3 years of your life to study on a program that you have no concept of? It just screams of, I just want to train as an actor, it doesn't really matter where. Instead of, I actually want to train here specifically because I'm in alignment with the ethos and the teaching practice that you have. You've got to know who and what you're auditioning for. And you've got to have a good reason as to why you want to audition there as opposed to anywhere else. So don't just turn up and hope for the best. Do your homework. An awareness of the industry and where you see yourself within it. At the end of 3 years training, you're going out into the industry. And 3 years is not a very long time. Audition panels want to see that you've got your finger on the pulse about what is being made, what projects are actually out and in production, because they want to know what kind of stuff you want to be involved in, what you're actually interested in. Because you can't just want to train for 3 years, you've got to want to train for 3 years in order that you can go on and do something with it. So make sure that you are going to the theatre, watch films that you wouldn't ordinarily see, attend workshops, go to Q&As, read plays, find out who casts for this theatre company or who produces for this production company. Start to join the dots in the industry that you wish to go into, and have an idea about what kind of work you want to be creating at the end of 3 years. What roles do you want to explore? Who do you want to actually be working with? Now, you don't need to have your entire 10-year plan mapped out, but have some kind of an idea about what kind of projects fire you up and what you want to actually say out into the world, out into the industry with the skills that you're now going to develop within 3 years of training. And the last one is a healthy dose of confidence. Arrogance is a no-no. Timidity and apologizing is also a no-no. Somewhere in the middle is a healthy faith in oneself, that you are worthy to be in that environment and you are ready to take on the challenges to be thrown at you. And you are able and comfortable to take up physical space, to take up time within the audition room. And you feel truly that you have something to offer, seeing yourself as an equal to the audition panel. You are not below them and you are not above them. And this personally is something that I absolutely love to see in an audition room. It's an actor who actually treats the audition experience like a rehearsal, like an opportunity to collaborate with like-minded people, not from a place of lack and not from a place of superiority. It's being respectful and warm and open to the people who are on the panel and being eager to actually make work with and alongside them. So there we go. They are the things that if I see them in an audition applicant, I kind of go, wow, I'm so pleased. I'm really paying attention. I really want them to do well. They're the people that we want to have on the courses. So get it out of your head thinking that all you need is talent, that all you need is to be off book with your speeches and then everything else will take care of itself. There are so many different qualities and attributes that we are looking for as well. So don't ignore this. And like I said, audition season is in full swing now. So if you are unsure about how to prepare your material, search for material. If you just don't even have your speeches ready at all, and you're kind of umming and ahhing about, oh, I don't really know how to navigate an in-person audition or a self-tape or a recall or a live digital audition if you're overseas, then get in touch. Having a few coaching sessions with me can really boost your confidence. I've had some amazing results in the past with people who are getting into some of the top drama schools in the UK. And if this is something that you want, if you have an idea of going to your dream school and you just don't quite know how to get there, if your confidence is waning and you don't have the skills or the knowledge, just the basic know-how of how to navigate these auditions, then I guaranteed can help you. So all you need to do is look in the description box below it, get in touch with me, and start your coaching journey so that you can actually nail the audition and get the place at the drama school of your dreams. So looking forward to the audition season ahead. I'm delighted that I get to sit on audition panels again, so I'm really excited to see some of your self-tapes. Comment below about the schools that you're applying to so that we can all give you a big thumbs up and a big good luck. But in the meantime, bye.